Voters in Minneapolis and St. Paul are facing questions on November's ballot whether or not government should limit how much rents can increase in both cities.
And political reporter Theo Keith looks into the campaigns and the big differences between the two proposals.
I think it's a way to keep people in their communities.
Danielle Swift rents on St. Paul's east side. She wants to raise her 2-month-old Soleil here and says a limit on how much rent goes up will keep her from getting priced out.
A lot of times it feels like things are being done to us. This is a way to take action and participate in the process.
To the disillusioned renter, think twice about this.
With voting underway in Minneapolis and St. Paul, opposition is coming from landlords, realtors, and union carpenters.
This policy is much too restrictive, not well thought out, and would have a chilling effect on the development and construction in the Twin Cities region, Minneapolis and St. Paul.
Even though both Minneapolis and St. Paul have a rent proposal on the ballot in the same year, they are not the same proposal. In Minneapolis, the details are left out. Instead, a yes vote would simply give the city council permission to do rent control in the future. In St. Paul, there are lots of specifics, starting with a firm cap on the amount that rent can increase each year, 3%. So how did we get here? Minnesota housing officials say the state is 40,000 units short over the next 5 years, much of that in the Twin Cities. Advocates for price control say some landlords are taking advantage of low vacancy by hiking rents. This year, U of M researchers found 200 U.S. cities and 2 states have some form of rent stabilization. Researchers found price controls lead to smaller rent increases and do not negatively affect new construction. But many cities exempt new construction from their price controls. St. Paul's ordinance would not. Critics say that will hurt development, adding to the housing shortage.
That there are purchase agreements that are on hold right now until November 3rd. That there are purchase agreements that have clauses written into them that if these measures pass, the purchase agreement is null and void.
At 3%, a $1,000 apartment could go up to $1,030, $1,061 the year after, then $1,093. Supporters say it would affect few landlords. They say most have been raising rents at less than the proposed cap.
If you're a renter and you have no idea what is going to happen to you, 6 months from now, your rent could go up $1,000 because there's nothing preventing that, then I think strong is a good policy for someone who wants security.
There are 3 weeks before Election Day. At a news conference this week, opponents of the ballot measures were tight-lipped about their campaign plans.
Wasn't this news conference about that?
Yeah, it's about a coalition. I think the public reports will show money.
Yet Minnesota's lax campaign finance deadlines make it hard to know how much money is getting spent. The campaigns blanketing both cities with mailers have reported little. Neither supporters nor opponents have to report in Hennepin County until 1 week before Election Day. In Ramsey County, opponents reported just $18,000 from a single donor, a landlord group, but that was 2 months ago. Supporters raised and spent about $60,000 through Labor Day. Theo Keith, Fox 9.